Guys, how's it going? Hopefully everyone is doing well whenever you see this. This is going to be a general reading for Leo for April 1st through April 18th. So it is general, so you can cover anything like love, work, friends, family, health, etc. So always take it how resonates for you if it does. And if it doesn't resonate and you know your birth time, you can always get a free birth chart online just by Googling it. And you can find out your other placements, for instance, your sun, rising moon, and Venus signs. So with that being said, I also wanted to say that whenever you see this video, it is meant for you. For instance, it can resonate for you 6 months in the past or 6 months in the future, since time is fluid and relative. Also wanted to say, if you like this video, always feel free to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you want to, you can subscribe for free. You just click on the bottom bell icon and make sure it's active, and it just lets you know when I put out new videos. So I pulled all your tarot cards here, so we're going to get into your reading in just a moment, Leo. But I also wanted to say, because I think I forgot with the Cancer video I just did, is that I did come out with a line of zodiac candles. So I don't know if you guys can see, but this is the Leo candle that I have. So if you want to check that out and look into getting a candle reading, you can find that in the description box below, or go to my website, MalesseaMagicLight.com. So anyway, let me just put that over here somewhere because I forgot to talk about it with Cancer. So, but I will keep talking about it in the future. Anyway, so Leo, let's do a quick little sound bell for some general healing and grounding for the reading. So if you want to and you feel comfortable, you can take a deep breath in and out. All right, Leo. Let's get into your reading. I wanted to say, if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I'm going to go over the first main 6 tarot cards here and then later get into your confirmation tarot. But I did want to say that the first row here is energy starting around April 1st, maybe a little bit before, a little bit after, it's not exact, right? Going through that week into the upcoming weekend. And then the second row here is the second week and weekend till about the 18th or so, to the middle of April. Let me set my timer. Okay, and let's see what we have for you, Leo. All right, so you've got 8 of Cups in reverse, 6 of Wands upright, 9 of Pentacles upright, King of Cups upright, Judgment upright, and the Tower in reverse. Okay, Leo. So to start your reading off with here, you have the 8 of Cups in reverse. This is a great card to have in the reverse position because it talks about no longer wanting to escape something or not deal with your emotions and getting more information and not being stuck in illusion in some way. And if this isn't you, Leo, this could be the person you're dealing with or just like your general environment here. But I'm going to go ahead and show you the card. So, you know, when this card normally is upright, it's a fish jumping out of water, like a fish out of water, right? And so with the moon in the background, that's the illusions, not seeing something clearly and wanting to escape, not wanting to stay on course and not dealing with their emotions. But for you, luckily, it was in the reverse position. So that means you're coming out of that energy from the recent past or even currently in the first week or so of April. And so you are certainly getting more information about something, coming out of illusions and getting more control over your emotions and not wanting to run away or escape from something. Now, this new, or not even new, but this new, I keep saying new, maybe it is new for some of you, but with this way of looking at things, it's going to be really beneficial for you, Leo, because then your second card here is the Six of Wands upright, which is a beautiful card that talks about abundance, celebration, community support, okay, and also being recognized for your contribution to the whole here with this honeybee here, right? So the honeybee works for the queen, but without the individual honeybees, there would be no honey for the queen, right? Or for anybody. So, like I said, this philosophy where you're like dealing with your emotions and getting more information and not running away, it's really beneficial for you, Leo, because then you become more abundant and see more of the community support around you and even your own individual worth too, okay? Now your third card here is another great card. This is the Nine of Pentacles upright. This talks about having patience, but putting in a lot of effort into something and seeing the rewards starting to come out now. Since this is also a 9 card, it's on 10, right? So it could be that you're almost at the end of something, in the beginning of something new, almost like some type of completion here. But this also talks about carrying your idea of home or safety or abundance or your philosophies of life wherever you go with the turtle here, right? Because the home is on the back. And so that's another thing that's really going to bring you forward and bring more positive things into your life, okay? And I know that, as a fellow fire sign, I'm not a Leo, but I'm a Sagittarius. The patience can be really hard for fire signs in general. So to see this, in your spread here, Leo, shows that, it might have taken you a long time to have more patience in your life, or patience with the situation that you're in or the person you're dealing with, or just in general here. But it really speaks that, you're trying to, do the best and move forward. So that's beautiful. All right. Now, your fourth card here is also some really nice energy, Leo. This is the King of Cups, okay? So there could be some type of leveling up since it's following the Nine of Pentacles, right? I was saying 9 is almost 10. So that at the end of something, beginning of something new, it could be some type of leadership role. It could be the next level of a relationship or friendship or a deeper level with friends or family, whatever project, whatever you're looking at this reading for here. And if it's not, that, it could just be the general understanding of this card of the King of Cups, where you've put in all this hard work, and now you're going to start to see this abundance. You're going to start to see more support around you with this beaver here on his throne, and you see his beaver dam in the background, okay? And he's got his cups here. He's got his abundance, all right? So really nice energy here as well, going into your second week of April here, Leo. Now your fifth card here that you have is the Judgment card upright. So this talks about something being brought to justice, something being weighed and evaluated and determined. This also talks about something wanting to be reborn or something be resurrected, okay? And you see that here with these reindeer in Santa's sleigh. They've got their little bells on, and you see the horn down here, which is like from the traditional, story, like Bible story, like I don't even know what the hell the story is right now, but it's like, they blow the horn, and the people that are considered good and ready to be brought back to life, or the new earth, or they get to rise up out of their graves and be born again, type of thing. So this could be also too, since it's following for you, Leo, the King of Cups, that whatever this leveling up for you that could be happening, that it also brings about either a person from the past or situation from the past that maybe you forgot about, or it wasn't the right time before, or something like that. And so now that you have all these new opportunities and new abundance coming in, this is going to come back around and be like, do you want to go a second time? Do you want to give this another chance? Do you want something to be reborn or rebirthed or resurrected? Okay. Now, your last card here is really the only like negative card I can say in your main 6 of the spread here, because it's the Tower card in reverse. And so when the Tower is in reverse, this talks about not wanting to be enlightened about something, really not embracing change, not embracing some type of spiritual download, or something that can come through your crown chakra first and come through your mental and your intellectual side first, and before it can like go through the rest of your body, the rest of your systems, and it stops there. It's not allowed to go any further. And so we'll find out more when we get into your confirmation cards here, but I'll just show you the card, okay? So when this card is upright, it's all about some type of change. It can be small or big, but it can be really surprising. It can be a little dramatic, even if it is something small. But the main thing you always see, whether it's hitting the Tower or this mound here, is that it's always the lighting hitting the top of it. So that's the crown chakra. That's the enlightenment, spiritual downloads, revelation, something like that. Okay, so when it is in reverse for you, it's saying you could be denying that, or the person you're dealing with is denying that, or just in your general environment. And it could be, well, let's not speculate, because we'll go into the confirmation cards, but yeah. So this is actually, well, I'll wait to talk about what's on the top and the bottom of each deck, because that's something I've been doing in the last couple of readings. So first I'll just call out your confirmation cards, and then we'll just go in order here, okay? So your first confirmation card, which you also have here, you have it twice, is the Judgment card, okay? So when this happens in 2 different decks in the same reading, it's a sign, from the universe that you really need to pay attention to this message here, okay? And the main feeling that I was getting when I first was like meditating and pulling your cards here was that in the recent past, there was something that had the opportunity to be reborn, restarted, rebirthed, resurrected, and it wasn't the right time, or it wasn't the right time for you or the person or the general environment. And so you kind of maybe put that on hold, okay? But then it looks like it's coming back again, like I said, towards the middle of April or so. It's not exact, right? But yeah, let me show you these 2 cards together here first. So I do have to forgive. There's a scorch mark on this card. You can still kind of see, though, it's an incense thing here. But if you can see, there's a man in the grave, right? And there's somebody at the top of this catacomb or this grave coming down to try to like wake him up, okay? Even though he's sleeping and he's dead, right? But it's the same kind of idea. They're both in the same placement. They're both right side up, okay? But when it's this Judgment card, right, is a confirmation card confirming what we already have talked about here. But when it's in this particular placement, it's talking about in the recent past, okay? Could be energy like still kind of lingering around. But we'll go more into it as we go further down. But yeah, so when this Judgment card is also confirming the 8 of Cups in reverse, and the King of Cups upright, this is basically saying that in the recent past, the reason why you didn't want to restart something have something resurrected, rebirthed, whatever. Could be because your emotions were still all over the place in the recent past. They weren't here where they are in the beginning of the reading, where now you have them more under control. Now you have more information. Now you're not running away or trying to escape something, okay? So this is just kind of showing us that in the recent past, it was probably like that, right? Okay. Now, when this Judgment card in the right side up here is also confirming the King of Cups, you know, to be a king or a queen, right? It's not like a gender thing. It's just a metaphor. You have to have a lot of experience and deal with different situations and people, right? And really control your emotions, right? Too. And so when this is showing up, it's just basically saying that you know that it wasn't the right time for you in the recent past to restart whatever this is with the Judgment card, okay? You know that if it wasn't time to restart something, that something wasn't judged correctly, so you were going to wait until it was, okay? So this is just confirming, the Judgment card here is confirming the King of Cups is that, you know, he knows what he's doing. That's why he's a king kind of energy. Now, with this Nine of Swords in the reverse, this is a great card to have in the reverse position because it's saying that, you know, towards the second week or so, or even the first 2 weeks of April, you now have more mental clarity, where in the recent past you could have been really overthinking something, really having some type of anxiety or something like that, sleepless nights, even like depression for some of you. I mean, you'll know what resonates for you, right? But you were starting to come out of that in this month. And so the more that you come out of that energy, you bring more abundance into your life, which obviously makes sense, right? Because when we're blocked by all this overthinking, anxiety, worry, it doesn't help and it gets us stuck in one place. So since you were able to reverse this card, then you have more abundance, more reason for celebration, more support, more feeling your individuality or contributions to different things with the honeybee that we talked about before. Now, when this Nine of Swords is also confirming the Judgment card again, but now it's their fifth card, right? It's more towards, you know, mid-April. This is basically saying that you are maybe starting to have more mental clarity over the situation from the past, because you had the Judgment in the past too, right? And now you're like, okay, I have maybe a better handle on this. Do I want to restart this? Do I want this to be reborn? Do I want to resurrect this? Was it weighed correctly? Was it judged correctly? Did I do the right thing? Do they do the right thing? You know, all of that kind of energy. And do I want to continue and start that up or try it again? Okay. But I also want to say that whether you decide to start again or give this person a chance with a situation, or even if it's something within yourself, that you going into it won't let it stress you out anymore, and won't let it cause you like sleepless nights anymore either. So that's really great to see, right? Because nobody wants that. Now, your last confirmation card here, Leo, is the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This is another great card to have in the reverse position because it talks about you finding your own inner light within. You are not feeling discarded or left out in the cold. And oh my gosh, sorry, I need some water. Okay. And so you are starting to find your own hope again. You found your own refuge. It could have been, you know, even within yourself, right? They always say warm your own cup first. Pour yourself, okay, right on the bell there. When you're in the airplane and they say, like, if the oxygen mask falls, right, you have to put it on yourself first before you can help the other person, because if you lose oxygen, you're going to pass out and then you can't help anybody. So hopefully you get what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, with the Five of Pentacles in reverse here, you're like now finding help for yourself, and you're not discarded or left in the cold like before. Okay, so it's like that. So that's how you want that card to be. Now, when this is confirming the Nine of Pentacles upright and the Tower in reverse, this is basically saying that the more that you put your own oxygen mask on first, Leo, you will be more abundant. You will be more able to see that you're, almost at the end of something, beginning of something new. You will see that this patience with yourself is actually really rewarding for yourself and for others too. Now, this is really interesting because this Five of Pentacles in reverse here, when it's confirming the Tower in reverse, it's basically saying that, when I said you were resisting some type of change or spiritual downloads or enlightenment about something, it's interesting because on one hand, towards mid-month, right, you are making all this really good progress on lighting your own candle within, finding your hope and refuge within yourself first, putting your oxygen mask on first, all those things. But then there's still something that might be really scary to you about this change or this spiritual downloads, enlightenment, revelations. And so you're like, okay, I'm starting to like do this for myself, but I don't want to go like too crazy. So you're actually blocking this change, which could seem scary, but would actually be really good for you, whatever this is. Okay, that's just what I feel. But now that I've said that, I want to show you what's on the top and the bottom of each deck here. Okay, so for your Llewellyn deck, which is our confirmation cards here, on the top, you had Seven of Swords upright, and on the bottom, you had Two of Wands in reverse. So this is saying in the recent past, Leo, or even currently in the first week of April, you were carrying a lot of heavy burdens, and there weren't the right people around you to help you with those burdens. So you're really like stressed out and had a lot on your shoulders here, right? So there's this little kid like, oh, dude, can I help you? And he's like, no, you're not strong enough. You can't help me. Okay. And then with the Two of Wands in reverse, this is saying that in the recent past or in the first week or so, Leo, you were coming out of this observational place where now you're ready to take action on something. You've thought long and hard about what's your next move going to take. You've been even doing some people watching possibly and looking at how other people handle similar situations or just go on their own life's path, and now you're ready to take action about something. Okay. Now, what was on the top and the bottom of your Animal Totem Tarot deck, which is the main six here, you had the Hanged Man on top, and you have the Hermit in reverse. So I waited to talk about this till the end because I really feel like this gives us some insight into why your Tower is in reverse here. Because I feel like you're not going to embrace this change, this revelations, this enlightenment, this spiritual downloads until you are able to look at something from a new perspective. And you might have started to do that, right, Leo, with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, right? Like I said, you started to do this inner work within yourself or in some way, and light your own candle, put on your oxygen mask first, all that stuff we were talking about. But then because the Hermit is in reverse, you didn't want to keep going within, okay? So when the Hermit card shows up and it's right side up, it's all about taking a break from people, whether it's physically or mentally or both, and really looking to yourself for your own answers. A lot of times when you see this card in other decks, there's like a guy or a woman carrying a lantern, and they're like at the edge of a cliff and they're far away from everyone, okay? So when you see this grasshopper here and it's like framing the sun with this little antennas, it's like talking about finding your inner light, trusting your intuition, okay, and taking time for introspection. But since this is reverse, Leo, you didn't want to do that all the way about something, and that's kind of why your tower was in reverse here. Okay. And I'm not saying this is the wrong thing to do, just kind of saying this is, where the energies are when I do this reading. Like I said, time is fluid and relative. And so it could be very different when you watch this reading at a later time. Or it could just be saying how you might have gone that way if you didn't. So I would just always take it, like I said, how it resonates for you. And everyone knows, like I always say, everyone has all the answers within themselves, and always to trust your own intuition over anyone else's, right? And you know what's best for you. Even if you don't know it right away, if something is telling you to slow down, or it's not the right thing, or doesn't feel right, or whatever, I would always say, like, listen to those things. And, yeah, just listen to those things for sure. Listen to the messages and the guides and signs from the universe. Yeah, so this is what I have for you so far as the tarot, Leo. But I want to just lighten it up a little bit and get you some quick oracle cards before you go. And I always say, too, like, feel free to come back later. Let me know if this resonated. If you want to share anything, or just say hi or whatever. So, yeah, just give me a second to tap back into your energy here, Leo. Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo. Messages for fire sign Leo. What does Leo the Lion need to see, need to know for their highest good, April 1st through April 18th? Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo. Oh, okay. So I picked one flipped out. Oh wait, no, two flipped out. Okay. Oh wow. I'm not taking all of these, but just give me a second to clear them out of the way. I'm going to take the first one that I pulled for you. We'll start there. Just give me a second. Okay. So the first one that came out is the Hawk Prince, and it said spirit communication and paying attention. Okay. I was just saying that. So pay attention to spirit and how it communicates for you. Because like I said, you know what's best for you, and you have to trust your intuition and your inner knowing. He is preserved. Okay. I'm not going to take all of these. Some of them. Okay. So I'll give you, I guess I'll give you these two, because it could have, it could have something more, even more insight into the tower for some of you guys. But the first one I'm going to show you is the Dragon's End. Okay. I'm sorry, the Dragon's Duel. And it says inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. And it almost looks like an infinity symbol with these two dragons' tails going around each other, right? That's why I don't know why I said Dragon's End, but whatever. I was like, the end of the tail, something. But when this shows up, like I said, there's some kind of choice here with the Judgment card twice. When it shows up again as your fifth card towards the end, or mid-April or so, that something is going to be like, do you want to start over? Do you want to resurrect this? Do you want to have this reborn, rebirthed? Do you want to revisit this? Do you want to try again? Whatever. And so I really feel like that's the choice side to this, right? Where it says conscious choice. inner conflict, morality, right? The morality is also the judgment card, because I said that if it's not a choice, it could just be that something wasn't judged correctly by you or the other person or the institution or whatever. Okay. And so, yeah, that's definitely picking up on that energy there. The other one that flipped out for you is the Ice Queen, and it says ideas preserved, non-action, and entitlement. Okay, so again, it's a general reading. It may not resonate for all of you, but for some of you, there might be a message here. And so you see this woman kind of sleeping here in this wintry scene. There's a moon in the background and looks like a snow owl there. The owl represents the wisdom, right? And so I feel like this could have been more of your recent past, Leo, because it's kind of, when it says ideas preserved, non-action, that makes me think of the Two of Wands upright, because that's the observational card, right? But then I said it was reversed for you. So it could have been in the recent past. There could have been some entitlement in some way where you felt like you had more time and you didn't have to make a decision about something or to take more action about something, and then because it flipped for you in this reading, now you're ready to take action or make a choice. Okay, so I feel like this is more kind of in the past energy. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to get you one more oracle card from another deck here before you go, because these are, it's sometimes heavier reading, and so sometimes oracle cards are nice as they can make it a little bit lighter. Not so much with the one I just pulled from, but definitely this one, I feel like the imagery is very pretty, and it's just like one sentence, and it's just like, simple. So anyway, give me one moment to tap back into your energy one more time here, Leo. Final messages for Leo. Final messages for Leo, the lion. What does Leo, fire sign Leo, the lion, need to see, need to know for the highest good? April 1st through April 18th. Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo. See, need to know for the highest good. Messages for Leo. Okay. Wow. Okay. The reason why I'm saying wow is because one of the first things I see that it says is say yes to change. And you had the Tower in reverse, right, as your last card. And I said that you were resisting change. And I said that this change would be beneficial for you, even if it seems scary. And so for that card to just, come out like that is just very reassuring from the universe that was like the correct message for you. Anyway, so let me show you this card. It says jump in, and it looks like, there's like a person's feet here, and they're jumping into, it looks like a wormhole or something in space. But it says Andromedan energy, like Andromeda, and then it says adventure, and it says yes to change. You can see the person's feet right there, jumping in there. Really cool. But yeah, I think that it's, like I said, very similar to the Tower in reverse. Don't resist whatever this change is. Jump in, like take the adventure, try something new, even if it's scary. I don't really know what Andromedan energy is. Andromedan energy. I just know Andromeda is like a constellation or something. I think of something from Star Trek. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Andromedan energy. Okay, hold on. Andromedan energy. Okay, oops. Hold on. Andromeda is a spiral galaxy, the closest galaxy to the Milky Way. It's believed that the Andromedan star seeds are a group of beings who love their freedom, very adaptable. They have a strong willingness and ability to change and go with the flow, to find calm in the chaos, to swim with the tides. This card is here to encourage you to do the same. Okay. Perhaps you have a significant goal or opportunity ahead of you. If so, you're being guided to jump. Don't wait for permission. Don't stall until you feel ready. Take a deep breath, a good old run up, and dive right in. Life bends for the courageous, and the courageous is what you're being called to be. You're already facing the right. The only thing left. You'll figure out the details as you go along. Things might not always be smooth sailing. Life on Earth rarely is. However, it's the roughest seas that teach us how to sail with glory. And once you know that, you can navigate any sea, ocean, or storm. The Andromedans want you to fall in love with surfing the waves of life, to seek adventures, to embrace your own adaptability and find a way to be the calm in the chaos. You didn't come to Earth to be passive. You came to Earth to truly live. Now take a good run up and leap. Okay. So I didn't really learn that much about the constellation, but that was like a message from the same woman that does these cards, the Rebecca Campbell cards. So I'll leave it at that. If you want to look more into it, you can always do so. But yeah, this is the reading that I have for you for this time, Leo. Like I always say, I'm going to take a picture of all the cards in case you want to look at it up close at a later time or whatever. And so I don't know if I can fit all of the Oracle cards. Oh, wait, you have one more here. Shit. Sorry, sometimes I curse. If you're still here, I'm gonna read it to y'all. Okay. Got a lot of Oracle cards today. Even if I just read it to you, you don't have to, see it on the photo perhaps. But it says Earth pulsing. Pulse of the mother, slow down, take time in nature. Okay, so that might help you too with whatever this change is. The more that you take time in nature and to slow down, it might help you with this change. Okay. All right. So anyway, thank you guys so much for your energy and for being patient with me when I stumble along sometimes. But hopefully you got something out of this reading and it hopefully resonated in some way for you. So until next time, I hope you have a good day or night, and I will see you guys later. All right. Take care. Okay. Bye.